one of the things here, of course, is that we have this, if you will, this cowboy capitalism, where you can ride out and or maybe it's a gold miner capitalism, whatever you want to call it, where you can go out and you come up with this great idea, and you make this huge amount of money, you sell out the idea for like the guys at Facebook for $1 billion. Do those opportunities exist within this structure, or is that something that's unique to
No,
what we
no, that doesn't exist within this structure, nor is it considered desirable by the people within that community. See, what you're describing is somebody goes out and makes a new product, sells it to a major corporation that has a CEO making 400 times the lowest paid worker.
Right.
That they see where that goes,
Yeah.
and that they don't play into that at any level. So what happens if there's an inventor? I think they get something for it, but no, they don't become zillionaires because they created something.
Right.
It stays within the community. I think I'm not sure exactly what happens with royalties, or if there is such a thing. I believe there is, but it's not available to sell out to other companies, and it's not individually owned in that way.
Does I guess trying to figure out how do we take and get this sort of culture introduced here into the United States, where we either you go to work for a company and you have no say essentially in what happens in the company. That's all left to managers who decide what their own salaries are going to be.
Well, it has happened here in the U.S. There are, especially in the Bay Area here, there are many worker-owned businesses. In fact, there are over 100 in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Different kinds of businesses. There's nothing on the scale of Mondragon, because Mondragon has many businesses. But the two largest that I'm aware of are the Alvarado Street Bakery, which is based in
Right.
Petaluma, not far from me, and has offices also in other parts of the Bay Area. They're a large bakery operation, and their lowest wage, because everyone's a worker owner, whether they're working on assembly line, dealing with the bread, whatever they're doing, they are owners, and the lowest salary there is $57,000 a year, plus medical benefits, dental benefits, vacation time that's paid, and a longer vacation time than most Americans get. So it's a really good job, definitely a living wage, and it's worker-owned, and it's been in existence since the 70s. So it's got a proven track record. It's not a flash in the pan.
So are those people, are they happy with that arrangement?
Well, yes, they seem to be very happy. In
Yeah.
fact, the people at Alvarado Street Bakery, the people working on a line in there, were interviewed in Michael Moore's movie Capitalism: A Love Story.
Yes, yeah.
If you remember, the people in the bakery wearing the kind of plastic caps.
Right. So this is something that you have a sense is workable, not just in the context of the Basque culture in the north of Spain, but can be applied elsewhere. Why aren't we seeing this being adopted, more so? Why just, you've got 100 there in the Bay Area, but you guys seem to be always ahead of the trend in many of these things. So
Yeah.
what does it take to get this culture sort of more accepted here in this country?
Well, I think part of it is education. I mean, I think that's what Father Arizmendi said too in the Basque region. It's education first, to help people understand what it means and what it would require, because worker ownership requires more responsibility than just going to a job. You're involved in the management to a degree as well, because you're democratically participating in the workplace. So it's not a job you go and leave. There's more involvement. And there's variations of how involved you want to get in Mondragon. And I think here it's just a matter of educating people about it, having more articles so that people read about it more. I mean, I think our news sources aren't prone to explaining to us about worker ownership. It doesn't fit our cultural directive.
Yeah. We had this economic setback that started in 2008, been in 2000 through 2009 into 10 and so on. How did the Mondragon community, how did they fare going through that? You know, we had lots of downsizing, huge amounts of unemployment here, particularly in the United States. How did that community fare during this period of time?
Actually, they have fared quite well, and certainly better than any other area in Spain by far. And they said that during this time, one of their businesses went under it, but it only employed 30 people, and they were able to place all those worker owners in other businesses. So they really didn't suffer any obvious consequence. They were saying at that time that was the one business that failed, and in Spain at that time, 25% of businesses were failing.
Failing, yeah.
And less than 1% of theirs. So what they're doing really works, even in a downturn. Now, they did lose a significant amount of money. Was it Merrill Lynch that went down, that bankrupted?
Yeah, whatever.
They had some money at Merrill Lynch, so they lost it.
Yeah.
But other than that, they seem to be doing fine. I mean, they have more businesses, they have more going on. Their banks are solvent. Everything seems fine in that area.
Right. So you're planning, as I understand, another trip
Yes.
over there. Of course, I would have loved to go on to the one last year, and I'd love to go to the one this year. But it's always a matter of where the money going to come from. So,
I know.
but I'm sure there'd be be other people who may be listening to this that would be interested. So tell us, what are you planning, and how can they participate?
Great. Well, this will be our third trip to Mondragon, and we basically spend a week there, 6 days. We arrive on a Sunday, and everybody meets each other. We can only take 25. That's why last time we sold it out and had a waiting list. So if people are interested, they should contact us soon. Yeah. We're going September 17th to 24th are the actual dates of the seminar in Mondragon, and they take us through the factories. They give classes to us so that we really understand what the mechanism is. We learn about their bank, we learn about their research and development center, their innovation center, how they help create new products and jobs. We learn their business management model, how democracy works within the cooperatives. And they take us then to some of the businesses so we can actually see people at work and what they're doing and how happy they are. I mean, generally. I mean, so we see people at all levels. They take us to the university, Mondragon University. We meet with students there and teachers. Then we go to, they take us on excursions. So we go to the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao.
Right.
We go to San Sebastian, which is one of the loveliest places in the world.
Yeah, I've been there once a long time ago.
It's still gorgeous.
Yeah.
So they take us there. They take us to the Basque Peace Center, which seems to be part of Mondragon. So we always have a afternoon at the Peace Center learning about. They learn conflict resolution there, so they know how to deal with conflicts in a mature way. And they are always improving the way they live, the way they interact. It's very inspiring. So our group will be leaving from the U.S. on the 17th of September to arrive on the 18th, and we'll be there that whole week. And our pricing includes the hotel, the meals, and the transfers to and from the airport. Really includes everything but the airfare. And if people are interested, there are two ways they can find the details on our website, which is www.praxispeace.org.
Okay.
And that's spelled praxispeace.org.
Okay.
Or they can call 707-939-2973.
And that'll get through to you then.
And that'll get through to us,
Right.
and you can get information on the website, detailed information on the
Right.
pricing on the trip.
Right. So overall impressions are, you think this is a really workable model? You
Yes.
like it? What are you guys doing besides obviously talking to me to help promote this on a wider basis?
Well, we put some ads in magazines of people that we believe are our demographic, like in The Nation. We have
Right.
one coming out this month in The Nation magazine. And we always have had people sign up from seeing that ad.
Yeah.
So we know that's our demographic. Mother Jones magazine's another one. And then we put out the word to our lists as well and people who are involved with us.
Right. Good. All right. Well, Georgia, thank you. And, maybe between now and then, if my fortunes look up,
I hope you can come. It would be great.
I would love to participate because, like I said, it's been a long, long time since I've been in that part of that country. I actually bought, I think it was San Sebastian. I bought my very first beret.
Oh, you know,
Which
other
everybody
people
there
did that on our
wears,
trip
so-
in Mondragon. They bought berets there because
Yeah.
this is a Basque thing.
It's a Basque thing, you betcha.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Georgia.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, all right. Bye-bye.
Bye.